They are really going at it today. They spray aluminum, barium, and strontium to dehydrate the atmosphere and slow down storms across the planet. Every nation does this that has a military. What they're trying to stop, well, it goes by many names. But every religious text, ancient text, talks about it. Destroyer, Wormwood, Red Dragon, Nibiru. From what I've gathered in all my reading, it is basically a binary star. Somewhere between the size of Jupiter and our own sun. It flies between Jupiter and our own sun once every couple thousand years to 4,000 years. And depending on how close it is when it passes by us is how devastating it will be. It's probably linked with all the extinction events we can find on this planet. And it's pretty scary when it comes around. So like say it'll come by us and it will be far away. We'll get devastating stuff happening, but not really bad. I learned about all this before I learned about God again. God's telling me this is definitely happening. All governments in the world are trying to distract you and placate you and lull you back to sleep. They're being very controlling about it. The wars and the rumors of wars. The constant bombardment of fear. When it comes, there'll be... You can see it in our sun. We used to have a yellow star. You can check any old movies. They'll say online that it was just, drawn like that. And now our sun's pretty much white. But that's the perturbation from a large object coming in, dragging shit with it. See, when it gets close enough, it basically will act like a really big tidal force, like our own moon, but very, very big. And then once it passes, it'll pull up on the crust. It's been pulling for years. That's why you see an exponential rise in volcanoes, storms that are really weird, and they have to make a new name for it. The shift in the way the planet's wobbling, you can see that at night. Stars are out of alignment. You can also see several other things going on, like with our weather patterns. Because basically, if you look at the sun, the coronal holes on the sun used to be at the poles. Just like our polar vortexes used to be at the poles. Now they're bouncing all over the place. That's because something's pulling on us. Something very large with a gravitational well that's really messing stuff up. They'll keep it quiet. They want to keep it quiet. But God tells me that people need to know about this. So we need to band together and learn about it. Otherwise, we're all going to be doomed. Because eventually, it's going to pass by us, and one of the cycles where it does, it's just going to destroy us all. I don't know if it's this cycle because I don't have enough information. I've only collected pieces over this for the past, say, since 2012, so 14 years. But the aluminum, what they spray is basically a dehydrant, like a brake pad. They use their arrays. They hit it with the thing and it spreads it out. It dehydrates the clouds and slows down the wind. But people will think that's just crazy talk. But yet there's so many other people that believe the end of the world is coming too. They'll just say it's something else. And while God did build this world, did build everything around it, the stars, the moon, the sun, and its little binary friend. And this is all theory, by the way, but if I had NASA's data and ESA's data, I could know more, but I don't think they're going to give that to me. Anyway, trust your gut, folks. You see a red star in the sky. An orange is red, because that's what it says in all the books. It's going to be a goldish orange red, like star, with crowns, which is probably the planets orbiting it. It's probably got its own moons and planets. The ancients talk about it, especially the Sumerians. And it's not like Sitchin said. Sitchin's just put there, and I believe to be a distraction. Most online channels are put there to be a distraction. But anyway, Net Pirate Roberts out.